Welcome to BOL Premiere Week 7, Conduit versus Final Boss. I'm Ratty, and we have Fembach with me here to start
Hello,
the draft
hello.
off.
We've started off rather quickly. We've already got 5 of the 6 first phase bands out of the way. Pretty heavy support focus for the side of Conduit, and kind of a little mid lane focus for the side of Final Boss.
Plus the Xin Zhao, which could also be mid lane focused, I guess, right now.
Victor taking first pick. Nice safe scaling mage. Why not?
Yeah.
See how Final Boss wants to respond here.
Interesting that it's not one of like the Smolder. I guess Seraphine's gone, so it can't be that. So we'll see if they take the Smolder instead.
Smolder would be a good pick. It's really strong right now with that Black Cleaver Deathfire Touch interaction. Looks like we're just going to get the mid lane matchup out of the way early. Might as well.
Oriana. Oh, Akali. Interesting. A little spicy pick.
A little extra
Looking
mobility.
Looking to abuse the lack of mobility on the Victor.
I'd like to see a little dive follow up with that. Maybe an aggressive jungler.
I got excited about seeing Ori. I think Ori's
I think
Ori's
Ori's
like,
really good. But
yeah,
probably
yeah,
see her in game 2 or 3.
yeah. It's not like she goes many series without being picked.
Holly Caitlyn. Not a huge fan of the pairing, but as individual champions, they're both obviously quite strong.
Yeah, yeah. The
The real question is, what?
Caitlyn drafted
Is
before
Conduit
Smolder
like
too. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess that's just got to be a personal priority then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can kind of also abuse the Smolder with the Caitlyn, but
That extra range, yeah.
yeah, here
Well,
comes
we're
the
gonna pick
Smolder.
the Smolder anyway. It's just that good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't blame him. I would have taken it honestly on first pick, but I guess the Victor might be contested, and they just don't want to play the Smolder on final boss's side.
The Risen does play a pretty nice Victor. Still leave it open the Wukong for Nasian. Caitlyn has a little bit of mobility, but Wukong does have a pretty easy time getting on top of her anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to say what I want to see into that Smolder Wukong. You want something that's going to keep the Wukong off Caitlyn, but you also want something to deal with that Smolder Victor backline.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. It probably support is what I would go here, but or just counter the
Udyr was not
counter
what
the
I had in
Wukong.
mind, but I'm
No,
interested.
no,
I'm here for it.
no, that's a pick. I haven't seen it often. It could be flex, top lane, or jungle. Most of the time, seen in jungle.
Yeah, I'm just surprised to see it in general, but I'm interested. I wonder if they're gonna go for the more AD build or the Phoenix build.
Phoenix build the one with the Leandries.
Yeah.
I don't really like that one. That one makes me cry often. Burns.
Renekton's gonna be taken off the board, so it could just be Udyr with a couple of protection bands for the top lane, but we'll have to see. Thresh taken away. That's now 3 supports banned out by Conduit.
Yeah. Surprised to see Thresh. Maybe they are looking to get some engage to follow up with the Wukong.
Caitlyn Thresh is a pretty good pairing.
Hmm.
And Bessa's been kind of through the ups and downs on the nerfs and the buffs lately. Not quite sure how she's landed lately, but I imagine those early game buffs to her Q% health damage have landed pretty nicely for her.
Yep.
But we won't be seeing her this time.
Or Jax rounding out with
top
3
lane.
bruisers.
I guess a top or jungle ban, but most likely top.
Yeah. Just going with the Kate Karma.
Even with all those bans, Caitlyn Karma's still right there.
Yeah, surprised
Hard
Karma
to say
actually
no.
makes it to second round with Caitlyn up.
I guess it's not the most threatening for Smolder to deal with, but Smolder really would prefer a melee matchup to be able to stack.
Yeah. I wonder if the Thresh ban was maybe they also wanted to look the Karma. Or it's just because they wanted to get the Nautilus and get Dive to go with the Wukong.
Yeah, if they're going to go for an engage, I think I'd prefer Nautilus to the Rel. Rel is a little bit short range to be dealing with Caitlyn Karma.
Yeah.
Good champion, but not the right situation, I don't think.
Not a lot of prio coming out of the bot lane. I feel like it's going to be a little hard to play. They'll probably be under tower quite a bit, so...
Nautilus does get locked in. I think that's also just kind of to help with the Akali if she gets too far ahead.
Yeah.
If she shows up, you can just throw some CC at her. Hope she doesn't delete your backline in the meantime.
Ooh, Aatrox blind.
It's a pretty valid blind pick. A lot of healing in the game right now. The Omnivamp Greaves have been really nice for him.
I'm not a big fan of Aatrox in top lane. I just feel like there's better champions, and his best lane is probably in the jungle right now.
Well, that's just until we see the Wukong flexed into top lane.
True. I guess
So,
it was a deer jungle, and they just get...
It does open up the
Malphite.
Malphite. There's a lot of AD, but it is a pretty
Yeah.
just kind of stable set of laners for Conduit.
Yeah.
And
Same for other than Akali. I feel like It's pretty stable
The
in final
the
bosses end
Akali
as
Udyr
well.
2v2 makes it like pretty volatile in the mid lane.
Hmm.
I would say that Conduit definitely has a lot of their strength concentrated around the top side in the early game. Aatrox is definitely going to be one of the stronger points on the map early on, while Smolder gets the stacks, Victor gets the stacks, Wukong's trying to get to his ultimate. But then on the other side, Malphite's not going to really get pushed out of lane. Caitlyn, Karma are really dominant in early laning phase, so it's going to
Hmm.
be kind of unstoppable force and immovable object. We'll see which one breaks first.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of opposite ends of the spectrum. Like final boss will have the pushing, winning bot lane early, get scaled out of it, and then whereas Conduit will have the Aatrox getting pushed early until Malphite gets ult.
Absolutely, and this Udyr is kind of a really X Factor pick. It's going to be interesting to see if they're able to get enough pressure onto the Wukong to slow down that tempo, to delay that level 6. Maybe
Yeah,
beyond like the first couple of dragons. If they're
we
able
could
to
just
get
see
the
how
dragons stacking and snowball that mid game, then I think Final Boss could be in a pretty good spot.
hmm. Yeah, I think dragons will be Willie's final boss's goal with this draft.
Absolutely. If they can get an early soul before Smolder's able to stack up, I think they'll be looking good in terms of their tempo towards ending the game.
I think even then it's really hard for Smolder and Victor to play into a Malphite Akali because they just have a lot of dive there to get immediately on top of them, and there's not necessarily a ton of peel unless I mean maybe you could Nautilus ult in the back line or because you kind of want your
Yeah,
Wukong, your Nautilus to go forward and
the flank angles are going to be important in terms of what Aatrox is able to do, what Wukong is able to do, and how they're able to kind of throw off the game plan. For Malphite just jumping in, Udyr running into a fight and causing problems, Akali diving into a fight and causing problems.
yeah.
But do you favor any one particular draft over the other?
I think it just depends on the dragon stacking, and I think final boss isn't a good opportunity to do that, so I'll probably favor their team comp just for that.
I think I do favor their playmaking ability. We'll have to see how Conduit is able to hold off that early onslaught, but we are going to take a break until we head into the game. Be back soon. Welcome into the match. We are now on to the Rift with Conduit and the final boss. Nothing too crazy in terms of the rune setups. At least nothing jumping out at me. Anything on your end?
I think first strike Caitlyn's pretty normal. Not really something I'd go with. Because you have a melee support, pretty low range other than the Victor on the other side. So I probably would have gone with lethal tempo or fleet forward to stay back. But
Might as well
some people
get
like
that
first
first
strike.
strike. Yeah, snowball,
Yeah,
take
yeah.
advantage. That's kind of what they need to do to get ahead in the game here.
I don't know if Comet is still what people go on Malphite. They've changed it to where it's like how far away you are, so I don't know if he gets the full damage with that. I've been messing around with all kinds of things. Like I've done first strike Malphite top lane, so that's a little kind of normal. But yeah,
I'm not sure you want to get into range to get a grasp trade with Aatrox, so I can see it.
yeah. That's why I'm like I'm not 100% sure. I mean, you still get damage with Comet, so it's probably all right.
There wasn't really
As
putting hurt
expected,
on that trade.
pushing bot lane.
It just barely misses the Piltover Peacemaker right down the middle.
Pushing top lane. Kali's getting bullied out in a ranged matchup. Conduit's got really good vision on the Raptors for both sides.
I mean, you
Surprised.
saw with that mid lane matchup that Doran shield, and I assume the Revitalize and the Second Wind and the secondary tree. Yishan was down to like this much HP not long ago and is already back to
Yeah, he's
basically
just.
full. So much regen available in that green tree.
Hmm. Even after they nerfed it not too long ago.
Not a lot going on up in the top lane. Not a whole lot of opportunity early on.
Mm-mm.
And Karma's just laying down that poke.
As expected, that's kind of what makes it rough to pick Nautilus. However, once they get 6, they can definitely look to just all in and get kills. Especially with a Wukong to follow up that Nautilus hook. What's it called?
Really nice
Dredge
early
line?
push up, isn't it? Yeah, the dredge line. I think they're going to need to wait until they have Wukong if they're going to look for an all-in, though. Smolder just doesn't have a lot of damage early on in the game.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's just, especially probably Wukong 6. That's probably what they'll need to get kills, and maybe they could blow flashes without
If they
the
get a good
6.
timer,
But
they might be able to do something at Wukong 3 when everyone's 3 and Wukong's 4, maybe.
mm-hmm.
But just something to help alleviate that pressure a little bit.
Oh, Ishan's starting to get a little bit lower. See if
The
the
Rizen's
Doom
just
Tree
hitting
helps
like
him.
every death ray. That
Yeah.
matters a lot in this matchup.
Honestly, not
Another
falling
one.
that far behind in farm, so not too bad.
Check in on the top lane. Even in farm, but Aatrox has a whole wave to collect
Yeah,
here.
Aatrox is probably about to go up unless he misses.
Unless he misses every minion here.
Yeah, unless he just he should get
There we
at
go.
least a 5 minion lead for sure. 4 still not bad, especially in
There's Malphite.
counter
Yeah, chance
matchup.
to go back,
TP's
grab a
burn
couple of
mid.
cloth armors. Might as well run back, waves all the way over on Aatrox's side. He's got time.
Mm-hmm.
Yishan's also going to come back with that refillable
Ooh,
potion and a Doran shield.
the Rizen's probably pretty happy about that trade. Still has TP up. Ishan just TP'd back to the wave.
Yeah, I assume he'll be looking to shove and take advantage of that teleport advantage here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably like to have enough money to get back for a lost chapter, but I don't know if he's going to be able to.
Especially with drag coming up soon. He definitely looks like he got the better end of that deal.
It's a pretty big CS deficit down here in the bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't even paying attention to that. Almost doubled.
Yeah, and both
And
sides
Smolder's already
taking
been
up a
forced
coal.
back. Yeah. Caitlyn Karma just have so much more control over the lane, especially early on, and they're playing in such a way that Nautilus can't really punish them.
I think barrier on Molder, and sometimes you would probably prefer to go TP.
I
Because
don't.
once you
Yeah, it might have been nice, but also it's pretty dangerous with all that dive. You might need the defensive summoner.
it's
The
true,
trade there out
but
is so
it
easy.
could protect him from losing too much CS like he's done already. But
The CK does
should
tick
still
over to
get
6 first. Don't think we're going to see an all-in, though. Hasn't exactly been poking so easy down. Looks like the final boss bot lane is expecting a gank and playing with some respect. Not
drag
knowing
up
where the
and
Nautilus is.
nothing going on.
Quiet early game. I know the numbers don't look great so far, but as long as the early game goes in a pretty stable fashion, Conduit probably considers it almost a win, really.
Oh, looking for an invade here though,
Yeah, I would imagine it's mostly just for dragon priority.
and that Gromp.
Oh, here comes the Udyr, and might find ourselves in a
Ooh,
little bit of trouble here, Concrete. Dredge Lane's going to connect, but a flash is not going to take him over the
might
wall.
trade away
Listen,
onto
boots
that.
very low. Cromlin
Yeah,
is going to
trades
pick
away with
Karma up in
push
and
and
trade.
boots.
But there are just too many members here from Final Boss. Nasian can't really get involved or he's just going to get over another kill. Arizen's just got to try his best to run away. And he is not quite going to escape. Sutek
Doesn't
picks
look
up the
like the
kill.
invade goes all their
Ooh, but
way,
Nasian
but
does just sneak away.
ooh, Karma almost stopped in the back. Yeah, I mean they get the kill on Caitlyn, but Caitlyn still
That
gets
is
2 assists to kind of match that 1 KP and is still up 15 farm in the bot lane.
that early skirmish power. There's a lot more threat on these early champions on the side of final boss. Udyr has a
Oh, but
lot more power.
we are
Akali
starting
has a
the
lot more
dragon
power.
without our
This
without
is a little
anyone.
bit greedy from Sutek,
Yeah.
and he's going to pay for it.
Uh,
Just gets caught out by a heads-up play from Concrete.
Good job by Concrete to spot that out, get that dragon, and then honestly get a kill back for the failed invade earlier. Really sets
Yeah.
them up in a much better position.
It gives the scaling team first dragon, and it means they're only down 500 gold now. Ramon's just going to try and stack up as much as possible. Concrete might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
90 caliber net doesn't
Oh,
quite land. Oh, good hook.
what a hook!
Just not quite enough damage to finish off Rue.
I mean, we're eating into that deficit that Smoller was put in early already.
The more Smolder's
gotta
able
feel
to
good.
trade without giving over gold, the better. He just needs to get those dragon practice stacks as soon as possible so that he can unlock the execute on his fire breath. Currently he's at 50 stacks. I would say probably a little slower than you would like. But once he gets up to that 125 and he gets the AoE with the extra fireballs, he should be stacking a little bit faster.
Yeah, and just not missing any CS. Probably that's the best power spike, I feel like. I mean, everyone wants the execute, but like the underrated one is the ability just to one-shot
Derizen
waves.
is absolutely dead here. Just a good
But they get
perfect
to trade
execution. Ishan will trade back.
Yeah, they will get this trade back.
Eventually.
Yeah, it just looks like
Concrete's just going to chase him into the tower. And there it is.
Yeah. Honest, probably not a even trade because we have to leave Smolder alone for a bit.
Well, Smolder was off map on a reset anyway, so it's not even that bad. It's just unfortunate that Derizen is taken off the map again. He also needs to get some more stacks to unlock his passive. You should have that Death Ray upgrade, but he really would like to get the extra movement speed and shield on his Q and the extra slow on all of his abilities from his W.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Smolder being punished.
Just a little Caitlyn poke.
Yeah.
The usual.
Might have to
I
give
think
this
he
wave.
needs to leave.
Yeah. If he doesn't...
Good dodge. But
yeah.
headshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ramped up tower was doing some damage, though. Careful.
Almost a 1-for-1, but...
Having a little bit of harass.
Yeah.
There's a lot of armor on that Malphite. He's just not doing very much damage anymore. And he is on a ward.
Malphite. Yeah, it was... Ooh, Malphite might
That's going to be a solo kill.
I was about to say, he's getting too dangerously low for having that Malphite ult still up.
Yeah, just punished. Malphite knew exactly where he was because of that ward. So he didn't want to back off a little farther to be safe.
Conduit fallen behind early, but luckily have the first 2 objectives, so...
And it is expected that they're going to be behind early a little bit. Like the Victor Akali matchup is at that point where Akali has kill threat and Victor doesn't have a ton to do about it. As we see a bit of a scrap down here in the bot lane. Good dodge on the Pilt over Peacemaker. Depth charge comes out onto Caitlyn. I don't know if they have the damage here, though.
Well,
not quite. Final boss bot lane is just going to walk it out.
Yeah,
have a couple of vision wards for their trouble.
Nasian almost there, but luckily, or not, I don't know if it's luckily, but Final Boss knows when how much they can actually do before in trouble from the monkey.
Absolutely, and things are slowing down a little bit. We got a Cloud Dragon up in about a minute and a quarter. Herald's going to come up in a couple of minutes, but there's really just not much going on in the meantime. The top lane is already kind of stalled out in terms of how much damage they're going to do to each other. Bot lane and mid lane are both pretty heavily favored in Final Boss in terms of their trade patterns right now, but as long as they're able to scale up, once we get to mid game, I think is going to be the really important part of this one.
Oh, there isn't taking a little bit of damage there. Try and freeze the wave.
Another good trade from the Akali.
Well, Nation looking to get a gank off here. But Udyr sees him.
Does burn the flash. Ooh, the dredge line barely misses, but that's going to be enough to pick up the kill.
Good roam by Nautilus here to
Yeah, forced
to
Akali
catch
back
out.
into that mid lane, so there was no escape. Rue might get
Luckily,
caught out
Nautilus didn't
here,
get this
but
one.
probably not. Ooh,
Oh,
little flash bear slap, but the gravity field is going to lock up Sutek, and there's no follow up.
another trade flash.
It does mean both mid laners and both junglers are without flash for this next fight here at the Dragon that just spawned up.
With bot prio,
Risen's
I would
probably also
expect
got
to
to
see
teleport
this
back in.
to go the way of final boss, but oh, that yeah, Smolder.
No ace in the hole, so Smolder won't pay for it. Won't pay for
Oh,
his life yet.
and Caitlyn tanks a couple tower shots and
Caitlyn might find herself in some danger here,
yeah.
but instead it's going to be Rue taking about half their health.
What could
Healing
have
up a
been
little
a
bit with that mantra renewal.
good dragon from final boss might be stopped by Caitlyn having to reset. Oh, it
Oh,
stays anyways.
that hook grabbed Udyr somehow. And Udyr is kind of stuck in the middle here.
Yeah, Udyr just
Depth charge catches, and the Arcane Storm and Power Transfer finishes him off. That's a kill for
yeah.
Derizen. Yushan over here on the side, trying to find an angle in, wants to hit a perfect execution. Shuriken Flip does not connect. They're going to give it up.
Yep. Puss in Boots just took a little bit too much damage from the tower, and Conduit knew that they could start challenging the dragon once Caitlyn had to back.
And 4 members strong, and once you force out the jungler, it's pretty difficult to contest an objective like that this early in the game. Yushan is still really threatening on this Akali, though. Like, that flank angle was super dangerous.
Mm-hmm. A little hard to do without the Udyr, but if she had hit the Shuriken Flip, could done a lot of
Oh, if she'd
damage.
hit that flip onto Derizen, him and maybe one other person was probably
Yep.
going to die.
Probably Smolder, because Smolder was pretty low in that.
Smolder was pretty low, yeah. Next objective we're looking at here is going to be the Herald, spawning up in about 10 seconds here. Looking at... No
Even
towers
with
have
the
gone down yet. Caitlyn would like to have a little bit of
ooh,
tower priority. Good hook, but not a lot of damage to trade back yet.
nothing to follow yet.
That's just more Super
Oh,
Scorcher Breath stacks for Smolder.
I mean, even with the early kill, at least top lane, so he's still feeling pretty good on the Aatrox with being up 25 farm.
Yeah, he's trading fine. It's just a matter of there's not really much kill threat one way or the other right now.
Yeah.
Another good dredge line.
Ooh, has to burn
Bomb flies
flash.
across, but flash away.
Rue
Rue
might
was on
be
the run, also forced to flash away, but Sutek is here to cover. That's going to be a Nautilus going down and flash forced from the Smolder.
a lot of gold getting on this Caitlyn.
That's exactly what Conduit doesn't want to see. Caitlyn is sort of a linchpin of this comp. Caitlyn and Akali are the two people that you want as poor as possible.
A lot of people feel like she's just an early game poke champ, but once she gets a couple
Oh,
items,
Chrome
oh,
is just way too far up on that recall.
it doesn't look like.
Cyclone. Maybe it
Oh,
was just all a bait.
does the
But
bait work?
Nation's just not able to get into range.
Just barely.
Everyone's going to walk out with their lives, and Sutek is going to be able to heal up with that turtle stance.
Conduit's cutting to that lead though. Only 1K now, and with the dragons up in their favor, they probably feel pretty good about this this game state so far.
Yeah, 1K, 2 dragons, all 3 grubs. Maybe they're going to look for this Herald. Maybe they won't. Who's to say? I think I'd like to see Final Boss go for it. Just goes well with their comp. They want to accelerate the game, and Herald is good for that.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously,
Yeah, I
the
don't even.
ideal situation is that they get a fight there, they get a couple of kills, and then they take that Herald and ram it down mid lane to get an
Yeah, I
advantage
really
there
don't
as
even
well.
know if. Oh,
So he's
burn
going to be
the
forced to pop
Aatrox
the
ult.
World Ender and scoot on down back towards his tower. As Sutek was flying in there rather quickly with a stun.
All right, looks like
Nation's just gonna walk in here, do some scouting, see if he can't find Udyr, see if he can't
without
find what
the
camps are up.
Aatrox Prio. This might be Aatrox is fighting, so you can maybe distract him for a bit.
Here's the invade. Nation's just gonna put a couple of auto attacks into Sutek, and he's gonna walk it off.
Yeah, it's just
This is a little dangerous.
yeah.
Ooh, takes the
Malphite does
big
have first
Chemtech
move, and
blast
Karma is
cone.
here.
The Chemplant blast cone sent him a long ways away, and the play was pretty much over at that point.
Smolder's alone in the bot lane.
Gravity field
But
cuts off the pursuit, and the play's over.
Caitlyn just runs straight down the bot lane. Oh,
Ooh, big shuriken flip, but Nautilus is
Dushan
here.
might be a
Depth
little caught out
charge.
here.
Depth charge, dredge line, gravity field, nowhere to go. Looking a little bit aggressively for that kill onto Victor. With
Call
that,
it
that's
the
gonna
item and a half.
yeah,
Definitely
that's gonna
could
be
have.
prio for the Rift Herald over to Conduit. And Sutek's even just gonna take his recall. There's no point. There's no contest.
I mean, to drag up in 20 seconds. Probably just want to set up vision for that. They have Prio bot lane. Sutek is probably gonna pop the Herald mid.
It is first turret. That is Caitlyn doing what Caitlyn does. Traded back. This should pick up the mid lane tower here in just a second. There it is.
Ooh, big
Little
fight
Rift
here.
Herald knocked up.
Aatrox TP
Ooh, that's
coming
gonna be a
in.
perfect execution onto Nasian.
Ooh,
Shutdown.
great shutdown.
Yishan needs to run though. Heal comes in, and there is now
Wow, able
5
to
people
escape the
chasing down so
Aatrox.
easy.
Wow.
That kill's not looking so easy to get anymore. A lot of healing, a lot of damage, but not quite enough of either. But in the meantime, Chrome Malone still stacking up in that bot lane.
Yeah,
He's
they
able to
got a
trade that
tower.
bot lane tower.
Yep. Solo gold. Great play by
2 people
Ishan
off
to
the map.
avoid dying to the Aatrox and giving up.
Yeah, 2 people off map. Wukong killed. That means it's going to be a pretty free dragon for the side of final boss.
Which I don't think Conduit should feel too bad about giving up. It sucks that they had to die for it, but they got a free lane on Smolder kind of for the last couple of seconds.
Yeah,
Or
Aatrox would
sequences.
really like that Chemtech soul, but 1 dragon is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Gold lead still has been kind of stabilized at around that 1,000 mark for final boss. They really need to make some sort of move to kind of pull away, get some tempo going.
Because again, they don't have. They've only gotten the one objective outside of first tower. They would definitely prefer to have a lot more of a lead here while playing the Caitlyn.
Caitlyn can be a late game threat.
Yeah,
Is she going to be a late game threat in the same way as a Smolder, is the same way as a fully scaled up Victor, in the same way as a full item Aatrox who's healing for 1,000 every time he presses Q?
Baron spawns.
Couple of headshots go into concrete there. He is taking a lot of damage.
Concrete able to get out.
Another
Smolder might
couple
be
of
close to
trades.
that 125 mark.
We might as well take a little
not
chicken
even
on
actually.
the snack.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
170.
Ooh,
Getting there.
nice hook. Oh, Puss in Boots having to pop the barrier.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
And then
That's a
another
kill.
great hook. Wow.
That's about 5 more stacks for Smolder in that little trade. Every step is 1 step closer, as they say. Man, those trades down in the between Aatrox and Malphite. Is anything really happening? Are health bars moving?
Hard to tell.
I'm just not sure.
Abilities are going off. They're just stat padding for damage.
Yishan lands the
Onto a
shuriken
shield.
flip, but no follow-up. Gravity field's available. 3 minutes now on this next Chemtech dragon. Baron is still sitting there, ready to be taken, but it is a little bit early in the game. Looks like we're just gonna open up bot side and clear towards Baron and see what happens.
Aatrox doesn't have his banners out on his skin. That's a little upsetting. Yeah.
Boots could find himself in a little bit of trouble if Concrete's able to land a hook, but it looks like they're not going to push up too far.
recently he's been able to hit some pretty good hooks.
Absolutely. There's been the catalyst for a lot of the picks that Conduit have been able to lock up. The big
Ooh.
chem blast over the wall.
Just
There's no follow-up.
wow. I mean, yeah.
Hello, it's
That
me.
was yeah. Let me think the tower. Almost a decent idea. Just the Risen is hitting like a truck right now with the two items.
If Sutek was there immediately, maybe there was a play, but it's still pretty risky. An
Yeah,
interesting angle, though.
very creative. That is for sure.
You're just gonna clean up this topside jungle here while
Ooh,
Conduit
Smolder
does
gets a
the
couple
same for
stacks
their
there.
wraiths, or their birds. Clean out that vision. Keep that
Yeah,
jungle
now
nice and dark so that no one
dead
knows
even
where
gold
Ymir is
lead.
farming. Yeah, equalized entirely. So it's a matter of how much are those dragons doing for you? How
Yeah,
much did that herald matter? How much do those grubs matter?
Caitlyn's up 800, but everywhere else is pretty much even, and that 800 doesn't necessarily lead to an actual item difference.
Absolutely. Another ace in the hole going on to Smolder just to make life difficult.
Trying to make use of the first
Sutek is
drag.
just absolutely running Nation down.
Yeah. Ooh,
Unstoppable
flash
Force
the.
only going to catch on to the Nautilus. That's not quite the target you're looking for. Nation might be a little far up here. Needs to back away. A lot of ultimates exchanged, but no one dies.
Yep. Get Smolder flash though. That's going to be huge for the next Malphite ult in the fight for Dragon here in a second.
Couple
But
of pretty big
Malphite ult.
teamfight ults out from Conduit. Cyclone's gone. Mom is gone. On the other side, we're losing Unstoppable Force. Ace in the hole kind of matters.
I mean, it's more for cleaning up afterwards. I mean, it's really just uh
Malphite ult's the big one,
unstoppable
certainly.
before. Yeah, yeah, missing that.
If
But it's
Akali had
not that.
ulted, we would be...
Ooh,
Conduit would be feeling much better.
there isn't with some great poke right before it starts,
Yeah, that
making this a
Chaos
lot more
Ray does a
playable. Oh,
lot of damage.
so easy with a huge flank here.
He's going to get spotted out a little too early, and all five are
Yeah,
going to come back onto him.
honestly,
Good use of the Chemtech plant. Blast all five in different directions. Sutek is caught out by himself. Smolder does have the execute online, and
wow.
so he's still there on the flank. He's able to pick him up with a couple of slams of the Darkened Blade.
For a second there, I thought so easy got left out to dry. Oh,
We're
Nautilus
back
throwing
into
away his
another fight
life.
here. Oh, perfect execution just doesn't finish off Nation. Cyclone knocks him
Oh,
up and taken down by the Fire Breath. Rumlone grabs his first execute of the game. Here comes Mom. Doesn't quite catch Buss and Poots. Good dodge there at the edge of the hitbox.
a clutch blast cone play saves that from disaster for Conduit, and now they get to get on Soul Point.
And
Oh,
now they are
but
the ones standing there with a jungler versus
looks
no
like
jungler.
Malphite's looking to get some trade back here. He has his unstoppable force back.
Yeah, and that giant teleport shield. Oh, but the kill gets secured by Karma. But there's enough shielding that Buss and Poots is able to take down Nation as well. So that's a dragon traded for 2 more kills over to the pocket of Final Boss.
Gold lead still only, or now it's I guess it's back up to 1600, but probably still not comfortable enough to be down 2 dragons here.
This sort of is the angle that they needed to look for a little bit earlier. They do have tempo to go for the Baron, but this could also end up being a bit of a dangerous play if Conduit is able to get here and respond in time. Concrete's already lurking, trying to
Without the
pick out
unstoppable
someone.
force, it might be.
World Ender's available. Death Charge not quite. Looks like Conduit's just going to give this up.
Probably smart. The Risen hasn't gotten his back yet. Victor ult just came up as they take it. They just trade the dragon and the 2 lives for the Baron, which probably gives Final Boss enough to be able to get some pushes off and maybe end this game.
Well, Final Boss definitely needs to make something happen with this Baron. Time is running out. Smolder has hit their maximum stacks. I believe Victor is all the way upgraded on his passive.
Yep. I mean,
They are on the clock, and the clock is ticking.
that gold lead has now actually turned to be an item for Caitlyn now. So they do have a much stronger AD carry. Even though Smolder has his execute, Caitlyn still has item advantage, so that could prove to be something.
Concrete said, "Get down, Mr. President," and then jumped too
Yeah.
far. Missed the bullet.
Oh, I didn't even realize he missed the block. Unfortunate. I think Smolder should have the. Well, should be able just to shove that wave. But I guess not the cannon, which
Couple
might
of
lead to
pokes at a
the hour
time,
going.
but can't risk getting in range of that cannon. Not right now.
Looking bot lane on Ishan here. Has the shroud.
Sure can flip lands, but the Zanya's is available, or should I say the Arm
Doesn't
Guard is available.
unfortunately just burns flash. Hopefully final boss can look to trade the tower here, but Mom comes out and pretty much one-shots the wave.
Yeah, now they're going
And
to be
then
able
with
to walk up
Baron,
and actually get that cannon.
they're losing top lane push here too.
Yeah, Aatrox just got left alone up there. He's not the biggest threat in the game, but he enjoys getting a free wave every now and then. I'm interested as to why he doesn't have, for example, a Black Cleaver yet, because he's not able to get through that Malphite at all.
I mean, it takes a while for him to stack it. I feel like one of the things I think Aatrox should go instead is just straight armor pen, and with Smolder
Or
already
even just a
having a black
Cyrilda's
cleaver,
Grudge.
yeah, grudge,
Something
or,
with armor pen.
yeah, rather than
From the
just 'cause
moment
the
Malphite
cleaver.
had Bramble Vest and armor boots, he was just doing no damage.
Mm-hmm.
This is just some freestanding gold ready to be picked up.
Finally
There goes
cracking
the
the
top outer
outers.
tower. Should have enough
But
priority to run this down into the
I
top
wonder if
inner
Caitlyn
turret
gets
as
caught
well.
out here because she's stepping up alone to this tower. She might just.
Ooh, good
Has to
flash.
flash. Concrete right on the money with the dredge line, but
Yeah, these
able to
dredge lines have
flash out of
been
it.
everywhere they need to be. Conduit is going to pick up that inner tower, though. And I think they're going to lose their top inner tower in response.
Probably not.
Sutek just forcing down that top lane.
Honestly, probably trade they're happy with getting the Caitlyn flash out as well.
Now here we go again, Caitlyn. Headshotting towers.
She is at 4 items now.
45 seconds until Conduit's sold, and Asian jumps over and finds
Oh.
Caitlyn, and that's not who he wanted to find.
Yeah.
A headshot
Finds
and a
out.
few more bullets, and Wukong is back in the base. He will be up 10 seconds after Dragon spawns, so it's going to be on Conduit to delay or just give up the second Chemtech Dragon.
And with the way they scale, they probably just want to give it. They only have two. They only have one dragon on the side of final boss, so they're not losing too much if they just give this.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to move over, take control. Rue is a little low, but Rue is also not really the priority target. And it looks like Conduit's not even going to move over to look. They're just going to give him this second dragon and call it a day.
I wonder if So Easy's in trouble here. Probably not.
Nah,
Just
I think
able
it
to
would
queue
take
and
too
walk
long.
away.
SCK can kill him. It'll just take about 30 to 45 seconds that he doesn't have.
Yeah. His healing is a little bit reduced with the.
Oh, Sutek might find himself in a little bit of trouble, though. Walks in to grab his red buff, but he is going to escape. Here comes SCK, unstoppable force onto all three here. Derizen getting awfully low. That's a big triple knockup onto the backline of final boss. But So Easy just takes a huge chunk of damage. Ishan with the perfect execution picks up one, picks up two. Derizen picks up another. And Concrete's the last man alive, getting run down by Ishan.
Quadra
4 kills for the Akali.
Honestly, they were able to look like they almost turned it for a second with the TP in from So Easy, but just hard to get on top of that Caitlyn.
That fight was full of twists and turns, but that was really well played by Ishan. Making full use of that extra mobility, just was everywhere.
Yep. And I mean, Honestly, it's surprising that Caitlyn was able to live. No flash. I felt like she probably should have died there, but was able to do a lot of work.
Outside of the Wukong, there's really not much dive threat onto Caitlyn, and if she's able to disengage from him, they're in a little bit of trouble. These chaotic fights that take place in the jungle, I do think really favor Final Boss because of the Udyr, because of the Akali. They can make so much of a nuisance of themselves in the backline.
Yeah, and using the brushes and then just
But what Conduit wants is they want a nice, simple, clean front to back, where Smolder gets to pump about 15 Qs into your Udyr and have it bounce onto everybody else. Final
Boss
Boss,
has
they absolutely
access
did
to
not
this
give them
Baron.
that angle in that last fight.
I mean, with the mid inhib and then access to the Baron from top and mid, they might just rip this. It looks like they
Looks like
do.
they are. This is a. I would say that this Baron pit is a pretty good angle for Conduit. They want to fight in these straightaway corridors where they can just set up their battle lines and hold them.
Looks like it's just going to go for the
Oh,
steal.
Nasia just
Unable to
doesn't
get
quite
it.
get the smite in time.
Nation goes down. So easy. Looks like he's just
Oh,
about to
so
get
easy. Walks
popped.
into a Caitlyn trap. The cupcake was just looking too delicious.
And
This
then
might just be the chase down that we're
that
looking
looks
for.
like it's the
Derision's
game.
forced forward. Perfect execution into the Zanya's. Shuriken flip lands. Headshot takes down. And SEK will clean up the Nautilus. There's just nothing left for Conduit.
Hard for Smolder to be able to defend this. I think it's just game. 10k gold lead now too. Yeah.
Oh, Unstoppable Forces back. Does
Oh,
pick
he
up
gets
the
2 of
Karma in
them.
response.
But
And the Akali, but Caitlyn's left alive, and you know what she can do to towers. There
yeah.
goes one. There goes two. And pretty soon, there goes the Nexus.
Yeah, plus 50.
Oh, plus 50 to Malphite.
Uh,
Final Boss Esports will pick up game one.
I felt like Conduit had the early game they wanted, just got caught out a little bit too many times in the mid game trying to be creative with those invades.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, that mid game is so important, and Final Boss take really good advantage of that mid game. They were able to push the tempo, got a couple of picks, steamrolled it into Baron, got ahead off of that, rinse repeat one more time, and they end the game.
Yep.
We've still got at least one more game, hopefully two, and we'll be back to see what happens in the next draft in just a few minutes. All right, and here
leading
we are.
off-
The double
leading off
lead-in.
with the
Here we
Xin Zhao ban. Yeah, my bad.
Welcome to the Game 2 draft. Zinzao, Ari, and Nami are currently banned away. Looks like we're seeing some pretty similar bans to Game 1 so far. See if anything
Still
changes.
attacking supports. Or at least on Conduit side.
If this follows through, there should be a Seraphine ban. No, Leona this time. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh,
Milio
Milio.
instead. Man, they hate supports.
I've had it up to here with these enchantments.
I'd expect the Seraphine on 3 ban, but
Way also taken away, targeting Derizen down a little bit. And will it be one more, or will they also take away? Oh, how about
and
the
there goes the
Thresh?
Thresh.
3 for 3.
Hmm.
I believe they took away Syndra last time. That would leave it
Correct,
available for
correct.
final boss.
Oh,
No Mel this time.
Mel. I was gonna say, interesting banning Mel when leaving up Seraphine for B1.
Well, there is the Seraphine.
Yeah,
Would
kind
not
of
be surprised to see Conduit maybe take Ash to deny that pairing.
kind of Ash plus Engage to maybe be able to punish that.
Yep,
Since
there's
they
the Ash.
took out the Melio and the Mel. Really, Seraphine has a lot of value here because of those bans.
Nautilus is gone, so I'm not sure what they're gonna pair it with. Could be a Nico, maybe. Could be a Thresh.
Thresh,
Could even just be a
I guess they did leave
Leona.
Thresh up. Just the Braum.
Rom,
Okay.
valid.
Brahm's
Might
not
as
bad.
well.
Gonna suffer in lane a little bit, but we'll block that Seraphine ult later. And if Braum is able to hit a Q, they could possibly run down whatever they pick.
Varus to pair with the Seraphine. The E will, or the Hail of Arrows, will drop a nice slow for Seraphine to beat drop root off of. If that is the angle they choose to go for.
would think so, unless they just want to leave a flex and then snatch like a jungler and a top laner here. But I don't think people want to do that early to their top laner.
Will be the Varus. Since you're into a Braum, I would imagine they're probably going to go for the on hit rather than poke, so that all of your damage isn't just blocked by a Braum E. I also just think that the on hit probably feels a little better right now, with all the on hit items that have been changed and introduced lately. And there's that Orianna you were talking about during game 1. No real ball delivery system yet, so we'll have to see what they end up going for top and jungle.
Would expect to see J4.
Oh,
okay, yeah, that makes sense because you don't want to.
The Aurora, yep.
Would be hard to get like a J4 system. Malphite's out, Wukong's out. Not that those are the only ways to get Orianna ball on them, but those are the best ways. Oh, just take the Nocturne. Could be looking for Orianna themselves.
Could be looking for that Orianna on 4.
Yeah. Nocturne's also just generally the pick into Seraphine because really hard to stop that dive onto you with the spell shield.
Yeah, the low mobility on Seraphine and Varus is something that Nocturne can very easily punish, and then if Braum's able to jump in and get the concussive blows onto either of them, makes picking them off a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Renekton banned again.
Renekton's still going to be taken away. Orianna,
so this time I think
covered.
By the opposite side. Yeah, I would expect to see the Orianna ban, just because, you know, Nocturne Orianna, right?
Don't want to give over that Knockwave combo.
Yep.
We see one more top lane ban. Might just be one more top lane ban. I'd almost say one more top lane ban, and then you get the blind pick after taking out a couple of counters. But
yeah,
maybe you want to save that for R5. Yeah, it's a matter of who's going to get your R5. Are you going to give it to Derizen or are you going to give it to So Easy?
Mm-hmm.
Vi going to get up here.
So I would assume it's going to be So Easy getting the counter pick because not taking out the Jax.
I think if they'd left up the Ambessa, I wouldn't be surprised to have seen So Easy take it here on 4. But since it's gone, probably just going to be a mid lane pick here. Definitely want something that can play with that Nocturne. Lissandra? We're just going for a Freljord comp.
Yeah. Might as well. A little bit plus Nocturne.
Freljord and Nocturne. We're going to get Volibear top here.
A little interesting to, I think to go the Lissandra here, but because I feel like the might be a low damage comp. Not that they need a ton of damage into Seraphine, Varus, Aurora right now.
Yeah, not a tank being shown yet, so it's not a huge concern at the moment.
Yeah.
But now once we've seen the Scion...
Until they fix Scion, yeah.
Suddenly, we are in need of a little bit of damage.
Not that Ashe doesn't do a lot of damage and still can get that 7th item. But... Ooh. That'd be a spicy pick.
I could get down with that.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it is locked in. Very cool. The double darken.
Yeah.
Varus and Kayn. Now, what does So Easy have in his back pocket to deal with a Scion? Are we going to look at like a Yone or a Gwen?
I don't even know if Kayn has a good time here, though, just because of all the CC they have. Nocturne's generally a good pick into him just because you can walk at them in auto, so...
I'm interested to see Zahen for another Darken.
Yeah.
Might
as well get them all out.
I still struggle to envision exactly how we're going to be killing Scion, but I'm willing to give it a try.
I mean, Zahen will have prolonged fights, but you might just get CC'd because they do have a lot of crowd control on Final Boss's side.
Very interested to see what build this Kayn goes and what version this Kayn goes, because I can see arguments for both sides into Conduit here.
I mean, blue, I think, is a little hard to pull off just because of all the CC Conduit has, and then your only real target is the Ashe. So I imagine it's just red, but...
I think it should be red, but we'll see if it ends up being red.
Yeah, again, I don't know if Kayn should be picked into that much CC, but obviously got to learn some things because confident enough to pull it out and excited to see it.
Yeah. Conduit has put together a sort of disparate pick comp here versus Final Boss, who has indexed pretty heavily into teamfight, I would say, with that big
Yeah.
Between Worlds, the Chain of Corruption, the Encore, Scion flying in at high speed to ram into somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Conduit needs to play in a specific type of way. They need to avoid the 5v5 if at all possible, I think.
And I believe that's why the Zahen was taken. They're able to side lane against the Scion because of just
And
the
yeah,
amount of
Nocturne
AD
able to
he gets.
reinforce,
Yeah.
or
So
even
it's probably
Lissandra
trying
with
to
a
draw people to
glacial
sidelines.
path over the wall,
Yeah.
or even the enchanted crystal arrow from downtown. We shall see if Zahen is able to get enough of a lead in the side lane to draw pressure, or if Final Boss is just going to be able to get all the team fights that they want. And we will find
Yep.
that out in Game 2 in just a few minutes.
All right, back at it with game number 2.
Into the
Looks
draft,
like
we were talking about it earlier. A couple of interesting picks coming out. The Kane is a real curveball. Can't wait to see what he goes. He does have Conqueror, which does to me say Red Kane.
yeah.
And then, of course,
Ooh,
we have the Scion and Zahen. Zahen's going to have
ooh.
to do a lot of heavy lifting
He's
on
gonna.
this side lane.
Oh, he cues over the wall for early game shenanigans. Ah, I already love where this is going. Now, I don't know if he beats this Nocturne level 1. Kane level 1 strong, but Nocturne, I guess he's Conqueror, so he might. What if he just steals the Raptors, or if he looks to invade on the red?
I think he's going to go for the Raptors and then try to get over to the red buff.
Uh,
This Kane
this
clears
is.
these so fast with his AoE
Uh,
on the Q.
I mean, Nocturne's just as fast on the red buff, it seems like. And he's not really wise on what's going on. If he goes.
Oh,
Oh!
and there's the
And he
smite.
steals it.
Yep.
Oh my, just
And
barely.
now Nation can't even do these. He's going to queue
Yeah,
over
he
the
can't. He
wall.
doesn't. Yeah, his team would have to move. He might actually just
He's not gonna die. He's close enough to tower, but ooh, and he does get the little
He
grub.
might try and
Oh, he's getting greedy.
yeah, he's too
Forced to
greedy. I mean,
flash.
just has to
So even
reset
those
once
early
that
game
happens.
shenanigans, you have to respect them.
Yeah. Yeah, he loses a whole quadrant. Can't even really contest the bot lane quadrant because losing prio on mid lane with Lissandra moving. Bot lane
The
doesn't
Risen
have
came up to
prio.
hunt, but it's too late. It's already all gone.
Yeah.
Good little trading out of So Easy here, grabbing a grass proc. Sion going for that Doran's Helm. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I always thought of him as a bit more of health scaling.
Might just want the
Then
scaling stats it gives because obviously much better than shield late game, but
Risen getting
we'll
some
see
good
if it
early
matters.
trades yet again.
Ooh, the Risen.
One more Ice Shard might do it. Good Ring of Frost. Oh, flash for flash. The Risen should be able to walk this out.
Still
Reaping
chasing.
Slash.
Might not. I think this
Another
Q
Ring of
kills.
Frost. Oh,
Wow,
Reaping
first
Slash
blood.
picks him up. First blood.
Uh, Might allow Nocturne to catch up on the farm a little bit. I guess he's got nothing to clear though, unless he just invades that bot side.
I mean, Nocturne's only got 12 CS available to him unless he goes for that bot side invade, but that's a
Yeah,
dangerous proposition right now. The
yeah, I mean, no
Varus and
prio
Seraphine
bot
has
side,
priority.
no prio mid. I mean, I don't know what else he can do. Maybe play the scuttle and then look for a gank, but
His best angle is probably just going to be to look for a double scuttle and then try and win out on the next
yeah.
set of spawns.
Luckily his rafters are coming up here now, so we'll see how much it actually does end up affecting him. But Kane looking to be
A
kind of OP right now.
couple more good trades out of So Easy here. Does have a little bit more sustain, a little bit more trade pattern available to him nice and early. Asian is going to go for this. He is down a level.
Oh.
Sutek secures the Raptors with Smite. Here comes Ishan. Here comes Concrete. Asian's
Yeah.
dangerously low and is going
Oh,
to get sniped out by the piercing arrow.
now Concrete's a little overextended here. Should probably
Concrete
die.
is absolutely going to die. The question is, will Derizen escape? It's looking like not
Uh,
quite.
yeah,
No,
just a
one more
horror show
piercing
to
arrow.
start. Ooh.
Let's take a look at this chase down on Concrete. Just not a lot of angles out for him.
Mm.
Ishan Blast comes over. And a couple of abilities knocks him down.
Yep.
4-0 start for final boss. They're looking like they're living up to their moniker right now.
Yeah.
There's a big
Oh, and
trade on
this.
SCK. So Easy's getting a little
Oh,
aggressive.
never
Does
mind.
have the revive and is going to
Loses the
burn it.
revive. 5-minute cooldown now.
That's not good.
Oh, and
Forced to
gets the
flash.
flash.
Otherwise,
I
he was
mean,
going to get absolutely eviscerated by that
looking
decimating
like a
smash.
horror show for Conduit in every lane pretty much right now.
So Easy still has a CS lead, but losing that flash is not ideal.
I mean, the CS lead only stands until this wave here crashes. In which case, I mean, he might, you know what, he'll probably still have a couple minions, but it's nowhere as good as it looks.
I know that So Easy really wants to go in to finish that off, but the Scion Soul Furnace shield is just so big early on. He's just going to back off. So will Scion. They're going to recharge and do it again.
Drag up now. Probably just gonna go the way of final boss, I'd imagine, just because of how the early bot lanes looking. Mid lane's up a kill. Jungler's just up a bunch. Yeah, look at that poke.
Yeah, it's another kind of comp where Conduit really needs to get some level 6s. They need that Paranoia. They need the Frozen Tomb. They'd really like to have the Ash Arrow.
Yeah, I
There's a
mean,
whole
once they
lot
get
of early
6,
playmaking for the side of Final Boss. So Easy's been really good at landing those Zahen Ws, the dreaded return, I believe is
yeah,
what it's called. Disrupt, but it's a slow ability. It's not great for interrupting the
just try to
decimating
return.
smash. It is
Good
dreaded
call.
return. Haha.
And even if it is up, I think trading the the cooldown might be a little different just because once you interrupt the Scion Q, it's only on a 2-second cooldown.
The animation is just so long that it doesn't really consistently interrupt.
Yeah.
Like, see right there, he was just able to release the Q before anything happened.
Scion looking to be, I mean, that CS lead has become a ton now. It is
SCK
14.
seems to just be a fan of these immovable object type of top laners. Malphite in game 1 into the Aatrox, and now Scion in game 2. Very hard champions to force out a lane in those circumstances.
And very low econ, too.
Absolutely. A lot of utility even if they fall behind. Oh, there we
Able to
go.
interrupt that one.
That's one interrupted.
Yeah. Got to get the counter going. Is that a freeze bot lane as well?
Looks like it might be.
Yeah. They might have
Oh, they've got
slow
it.
pushes, but
Forecasters to 3. It'll hold. So Easy's in a good spot, but Kane is hovering here. Could be looking to influence this matchup a little bit.
I believe the passive is still down because
Takes a while to stack it up as well. Well, it looks like So Easy's not going to fall for the bait.
Sion probably just gonna ult back the lane, not miss any minions.
He's running awfully fast to not be ulting. And Sutek is
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
the hunt. Low health on or low mana.
Ooh,
Does get
able
the
to
interrupt
find
on the
him.
recall. And the slow upgraded
No
into a root by the
flash.
beat drop. Is there enough
Ult
damage
is
for
available
Sutek,
to get
though?
out. I mean, with ult up, I think he's just.
I think So Easy just doesn't have the mana for Grim Deliverance.
Yeah.
Sutek
Nocturne is
able
going
use
to take
that
advantage of
trespass and
killing.
flash out.
Nocturne does take
Gonna play on
advantage
the
of the
bot side here, though. Let's take a look.
Varus that's alone.
Oh, yep. Everything lands. Crystal
Yep.
Arrow, Paranoia. Rumble finishes it off.
Way to take advantage of the shutdown being left alone in the bot lane and just getting something back for the plates top lane.
Absolutely. And you do want this Ashe to get going. The Kane being ahead could end up being a bit of a problem.
Oh, and it's going to be a cleaver first item, Kane. So probably red Kane by that guess.
I would hope so. Oh, Derizen just barely doesn't get that plate. The saddest feeling in the world. Bosun Poots is just getting a little harassed on his way back to lane. Not
Yeah.
giving enough of an angle for an all-in there, though.
Getting a nice little CS lead now for Chrome in the bot lane.
Ooh, the Chain of Corruption just goes slightly wide, no follow-up. Encore is available for Seraphine, so we got to keep an eye out for that Unbreakable cooldown. And we have the Glacial Fissure for Braum.
Lane's starting to look a lot better than how it started for Conduit. Poke not really meaning as much right now.
So Easy landed everything and did no damage. Derizen with a full combo here is going to take
Flash
out
ult
Ishan.
kill.
And his Frozen Thrall will pick up all those minions for him on his way out.
Great 1v1 to
Lissandra is a champion
realize.
here. You would really like to have this Lissandra ahead so you can lock down the Aurora, lock down the Kane, who has turned into Ross now, is red. That's a nice early transformation. You'll like to see that out of the side of Final Boss.
Pre-10 minutes.
This Scion, he's scaling up. He's going to have a lot of health. He's already got a pretty good amount of armor. Got that Bramble Vest to cut the sustain from Zahen. Grim Deliverance goes just slightly wide there.
Ooh. Nice little poke by SCK. Ah.
Just stands right in front of him while he has the knock-up available. Another interrupt.
That's two canceled Qs back to back.
Back to back cancels. So Easy's figuring this matchup out as we go in real time.
Yeah, he's
starting looking for the trade. Oh, the weirding goes a little wide. That's a big chunk of damage to just miss. Chromolone rooted up, but nothing doing.
Nice little spacing there by SCK.
Crystalero, I've seen this play before.
Does it pan out again?
Paranoia comes out. Just not enough attack speed. There we go. Chromolone picks up another kill off the back of that Frost Arrow.
Kill comes
Good
through.
cleanse. I think that second high note might have finished him off.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen a Varus rush that Hex Optics.
I've seen Double Lift do it on a like when he was smurfing, saying he can build this kind of item on any champ and it works. But I think he was kind of joking around when he said that. But I have seen it once before, so
It's interesting.
be
I haven't
interesting to
seen
see.
a crit Varus, I should say, in like such a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
Sean just getting a little greedy on that recall. A little full.
The
Or no, not
Risen.
even. Oh.
Huh.
Take a look at how this play developed. It might just been Derizen hitting a little bit of harass.
That's what it's looking like.
Oh, this was before the, yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
We didn't even catch that kill in the mid lane,
no, we
actually.
missed that. Wow.
So Ishan plays the turret aggro very well, plays right at the edge,
And they
grabs
must
the
just get
plate,
caught by the
and
TP
then
here.
is in fact a little bit greedy on the recall.
Oh wow, he walks back up again. That is, and then just gets one shot.
Takes
I'm
a
sure,
turret
right here.
shot.
Yeah, that was.
And Frozen Tomb.
Yeah, pretty greedy.
That was perhaps the most preventable death of the series so far.
Yeah.
It was so easy looking to spring a trap, but I don't know that you have the damage to kill this Scion. I think he's doing more damage to you through Bramble Vest
Yeah,
than
it's
you are to
honestly,
him.
that minion wave is doing a little work.
If you were going to take that trade, I would have done it before he killed your entire minion wave, personally.
Ooh, another interrupt, though.
Credit return pulls him into the tower range. A couple of tower shots will break that Soul Furnace.
Ooh, and dodges the next one.
Little Orient Rush to get away from the decimating smash, but now he is out of mana. A poke coming out of this Varus and Seraphine lane, but it hasn't led to a whole lot of priority for them, which is surprising. They've been on their side of the map for a lot of the game.
I mean, honestly, for I guess with the two dragons, they don't mind only being up 800 gold, but I felt like the lead was a lot higher than it should have been, or a lot lower than it should have been. But maybe that's just the Risen getting a couple solo kills and turning it around.
I think importantly, the lead is where they want it to be on Final Boss.
Oh yeah,
Conduit Zahen, not too far ahead, not really causing the Scion any problems yet. Kane's got a big lead over the Nocturne. Rim Deliverance going a little bit wide. Nice flash away from SCK, but I don't think he can buy quite enough time. Flashes forward to finish him off.
This might be a
Both champions revive, but So Easy's got a pretty good way out.
Ramped up tower did not do enough damage.
Risen once again finding himself in a bit of a scrap that he maybe doesn't want. Does have the Frozen Tomb to heal himself up, buy a little bit of time. Glacial Arrow not quite landing.
Just
and the
another
Reaping
kill for
Slash for Sutek. Yeah. Black Cleaver already done. That Kane's doing a lot of damage,
big.
And here he comes
he's
again.
Gonna get this kill too, I think.
Yeah, So Easy's got no way out here. Does Sutek have enough damage? Yes, he does.
And heals off of
Trespass for the heal up.
Very scary looking Kane.
Anytime you're seeing a 4-0 Kane, you're probably not feeling too safe pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. Excited to see him, though. A fun little pick. Not often seen.
Absolutely. The danger here, though, is that, again, this Conduit comp is kind of predicated on the fact that they're going to have side lane threat. And presently, it doesn't look like Zahen is doing enough to force this Scion away.
Solo kills early make it seem like Derizen might be able to do that, but if they just group as 4 and Scion is in the side lane alone, it might be hard to take advantage of that.
Lissandra's value mostly comes from her ability to lock down a single target in a fight and do a bunch of AoE damage with those the frost thralls. But if they're not able to team fight effectively into this Aurora and Varus and Seraphine, that are big team fight menaces, Lissandra's going to lose a little bit of value.
Mm-hmm.
Able to space out that little QE combo from the Aurora quite nicely.
There isn't certainly playing the 1v1 very well, but when it comes to
But it
surviving the ganks,
doesn't look like a 1v1 for much longer here.
no,
Sutek is again waiting in the
Kane's,
wings,
yeah, sitting in that
looking
bush,
for the
just wait for him
opportunity.
to step up way too far.
I think if they see the Lissandra E go out, the play is on. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught.
Ooh, might
And here
catch
comes
so
Kane
easy out.
sprinting into the lane.
Oh, misses the
Does dodge the
W.
knockup. Grim Deliverance onto both, but Umbral Trespass and one more Reaping Slash.
That might just be first tower top lane too. Ooh,
But
Deriz with
another
the solo kill
for
mid though.
Derizen. Yishan just playing with fire, half health. And the crystal arrow from
Gets
bot
hit by
lane. Just nothing, no movement left.
Gets Nocturne ult out as well, so it's a good bit of cooldowns. 3 ults out, but
There's one wasted cooldown. But that's going to be another advantage for Sion. They're going to drop Rift Herald up in top lane and give him that tower. We'll not talk about the fact that Sutek almost missed it.
almost is only counts in
Almost is the operative word here.
Yeah.
Drives the Herald into the tier 2. Chrome might be able to pick it up, but not quite. The fadeaway crit from Buss and Poots.
Hex Optics, Vars, still doing a lot of damage.
Putting in work. Here's Sutek, here to make more trouble. A little Ring of Frost and Proto Belt means the Derizen is out of danger.
Looks like they also get soul point off that Ashe kill. And then Prio in both mid and bot. I mean, Vars could be in a little trouble here, though. Seems a little overextended. Never mind, Seraphine comes over to help him. Oh.
Yeah. If the Paranoia hadn't been burned, maybe Varus, or maybe could have looked for it. But let's take a look at this top lane play. Braum comes up to top lane. Sion's simply got nowhere to go with all these concussive blows, all the knockups, all the Grim Deliverance, all the Fated Return.
Final boss trading Dragon for Sion's life. I'm sure they're not upset about it. Wave's already pushed up for
they will take.
Yeah, especially with that top tower. 1 plate left on the tier 2.
They're staring at a 23-minute Hextech Soul, and that is a scary proposition for Conduit.
As well as a 3k gold lead. Seeming a little rough to come back in this one.
They really need to get that Kayn shut down. Preferably, they need to get it onto Ashe.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to make a play onto him because you never know where he's going to be. He's just going to show up somewhere. They got to get some vision tracking in the jungle, if at all possible.
And without the side lane pressure they wish they had, or the wallet to get that, it's kind of hard.
Here's Paranoia flying in on the Varus again, and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
Varus might be a little too far forward.
Good things come in threes, and 3 kills on Varus.
I think that's been the only way he's died. Just Ashe
I
Arrow
think
and a Nocturne.
3 Paranoias and 3 Crystal Arrows onto Varus. Not bringing the cleanse. You're getting a little bit punished for it into the Ashe pick.
Still has a gold lead. I mean, still has item on her, so getting punished, but still ahead.
I mean, you want to talk about a gold lead? How about the 2,000 gold lead we're seeing in the jungle matchup, accounting for basically an item and a half?
Yep. Nocturne's looking after that, I mean, that
Nocturne with his 1 hex plate and most of his boots versus 2.5 and full boots to the Rost.
Little trade top lane.
So Easy's doing a little bit more damage now. That Orient Rush with the % health damage.
I mean, with his items, he should be able to
Glaive, dreaded return. He's landing another Darkened Glaive. But now here's Seraphine. Grim Deliverance onto
Yeah.
2, but how about a third?
Oh, Nocturnal
If he
coming
comes
in.
in. They do force out the revive
Interesting
from So
flash ult.
Easy.
This may be the fight they were looking for.
Somehow, some way, it's turning into a good fight for Conduit.
Just
The
5
fact
on
that it
3
takes
top lane.
so long to take down So Easy, and then once they do, he has his revive, means that it just turns into 3 clean kills.
Final boss just tries to answer with push and bot and mid, and then yeah.
I think the big thing that we saw there is that 2,000 gold lead in the jungle, that is the entirety of the gold lead.
Yeah.
When Rost isn't there, the teams are basically even. Oh, that's a really
Oh.
good catch. It's
Oh.
gonna force out the worlds. It's gonna force out the between worlds, and Ishan will escape.
Enchanted Krista Errol almost hit there as well.
I think it might have if if the Zahen
If the
credit
pullback
return
didn't
had
hit, yeah,
gotten
yeah.
it, yeah.
Which, I mean, might have been a better scenario, but
Impressive hit, but unfortunately it ruined the play.
yeah.
So Easy takes a little chunk of damage for his trouble. Looks like he's building towards that stride breaker. Scion, few components deep, looks to be looking for that Thorn Mail. Probably will be looking to pick up
stride
some
breaker.
magic damage after that.
Second item, I think, from So Easy. Maybe just trying to... Once he's on the back line, he'll be able to one-shot Varus and Seraphine.
I'm surprised he backed off of that trade so easily. Maybe they just didn't have enough vision to know that there was no one around.
Yeah. If Kane's nearby, it's probably a lot scarier. Oh, and
Oh, here we go. Paranoia onto the bot lane. Spell Shield's the Encore. Chain of Corruption lands on a Derisen. Self ults with the Frozen Tomb.
I mean, this
Humble
is
Trespass onto
a
Braum. That's a 3-man knockup from Sutex Kane.
3v4, and it looks like they kind of won that trade. Oh,
Here
Ishan
comes the
coming in
fourth.
from the
Ishan
side.
is here. No
Ooh.
Between Worlds available just yet. No, it is here. Hasn't fired it off yet. There it comes.
There it
Slow
goes.
lands onto Braum and onto Chrome alone.
Way
Bot
late
lane and jungle are
TP.
taken down, and this teleport is insane. So Easy is in so much trouble.
Mm.
And there's just nowhere for him to go.
And then that's 10 seconds right before Soul spawns. A Hex Tech Soul. Yeah,
That
I mean,
gold lead
Hex
has
Tech Soul.
ballooned a little bit off that play, and it's going to be a
4K
Hex Tech
gold
Soul in the
lead.
pocket as well.
Setting up vision for this Baron. I mean, final boss seemed to have this game in the bag.
Only Derisen alive means they can pick up a couple of towers, and they can get their soul, and they can shove those extra side lanes. Just an overzealous play. Trying to force too hard when there's still a tower right behind the bot lane.
For a second, I thought it looked a little rough for the Kane as he went in a 3v4, but did not see Ishan pulling up from the side. The between worlds.
Well, Baron is still the prize that Final Boss is looking for here. That is going to be their ticket to end the game. This Conduit still does have a pretty good amount of wave clear with the Lissandra. Big chunk of damage from that twofold hex and the weirding. Aurora just loves to pop out of stealth and hit you with a QE.
Aurora's starting to hurt too with 2.5 items.
I'm fascinated by the appearance of Protobelt on just every mid lane champion.
Yeah. Mobility, I guess.
How badly do you want mobility? Like, pretty badly, boss. I'll take what you can give me.
And also the other stats go with it are pretty nice with the CDR and...
So he's going to get spotted. Nice buffer on the weirding to cancel out the dreaded return. Sutek's going to find Concrete here, and he is without anyone to make stand behind him.
Has to burn Flash. Still dies anyways. And that should just be Baron.
Enough. Glacial Fissure not able to make enough space. The weirding does not go over that wall. Good try, Ishan.
Aurora tries to hop over. Doesn't really matter. Just a free Baron. Maybe not free. SCK might die for it.
Derizen catches Scion in the jungle, forces the ultimate out. Here comes Crystal Arrow. Asian turns
Ooh,
off
and
the
a
lights, and he is able
steal.
to secure the steal this time. Flashes out. Kane is with him, though. Frozen Tomb. Ring of Frost keeps them separate, and Derizen follows the glacial path back to safety.
1 for Baron. Not bad.
Just a little highway robbery in broad daylight. Light work for Nation.
Yeah. That was just one of the few steals he'll have for the rest of the game. As they have Elder coming up in 3.5 minutes, and we'll see if he can steal that, because I feel like unless they are able to use their comp to pick, it'll be hard to even contest that.
Stealing that Baron is much less their ticket to victory. It's more like their ticket to continue playing. I don't know that they would have been able to fight off a Baron-empowered push from Final Boss right now.
Just protects their towers for a little bit of time.
This just gives them a little bit of time, get a little bit more money, get to those big break points. Ashe is getting really close to that Infinity Edge. Derizen's probably not far off of that Rabadon's. They need just one more item each, and then maybe they can start fighting back.
Even got the Grievous Wounds already on Varus. Interesting buy. Surprised to see the
Oh,
and
almost.
Crystal Arrow doesn't hit, so he gets to live, and they get to re-engage off the.
Kane's up a little bit far, stunned up. Does have the Sterix, ults back. That's a big W to get away, but so easy knocks him up and knocks him down. A lot of damage coming out of Ishan with the Between Worlds. He cancels it and doesn't come back over the wall. But Nation is in a little bit of trouble here.
And if we
so easy doing his best to clean up what's left behind.
If he can get his stacks, he could get the kills off.
He needs to get that revive.
Oh,
doesn't
just barely.
quite get it stacked.
1 auto off.
Lissandra is all that's left, but Lissandra is enough wave clear to dissuade this push.
Yeah, mostly dissuade it.
Yeah, those grubs do a bit of work for sure.
Scion just said, "Oh, it's all right. It's just a tower."
I'll pop that demolish. Come back later.
Yeah. Right. Elder in a minute and a half. 3.5 till Baron. Derizen still has his Baron, but only for 30 more seconds. Probably not going to get any more structures off of it. If they got any. They might not have. I don't think so.
That dragon is going to be really important. It's going to be another little checkbox for Nation. Did you steal it? Or are you going to be able to keep your team in the game for a few more minutes?
With it being Elder, I mean, a steal could change the whole entire game, just because it gives them burn damage. You know, they execute. That would be the way to flip this around. So we most likely should not see Final Boss trying a 50-50 yet.
No, they're going to want to take complete control over this area and either force a fight or just deny entry entirely. I'm sure they don't want to. They don't want to have to flip if they don't need to.
Yeah, and if they're there first,
probably just end the game perfectly fine without Elder.
Yeah, they can just use it as a bait, hide off map, and use Seraphine ult in the choke points.
Looks like that might be what they do here. Vision Plant doesn't quite reach them there. They are currently unseen. Hawkshot does see them, though. The slow from Hextech. Oh, my goodness. Ashe is eviscerated. Between Worlds, twofold Hex, the weirding. Goodbye.
And looks like it's just
the backline. So easy as just slugging away at the backline, but not accomplishing enough. The Resident Nation are going to scamper on back to the fountain and arm up for one last defense.
Going to be hard to defend this, but with ults down, flashes down.
Damage on Rue.
Oh, they're able to shut the wave.
Path available, no wave.
But then again, there's Scion, who, again, does not care about the turrets.
The wave coming in.
And they do just decide to go take the Elder.
Yeah, they've killed 3 people. Let's just take Elder, go back to base. End it on the next
the inhib down, 1 tower down. If they have this Elder, they probably do just ace them if they get this. Oh, they do have vision. Conduit has vision, so they could steal.
No
Nocturne
paranoia
ult
yet. The cooldown is ticking. It's very
Yeah.
close to up.
should be up whenever
The lights go out. Nocturne goes in. No
un-
steal this
unable to get the
time.
steal. And with 2 dead, that probably is just a walk mid and end for
Yeah,
final
2
boss.
executed by the Elder Dragon already. Chromalone is running, but Scion is running even
Scion attempts
faster.
to charge.
One more down. How about another? And it looks
Ooh,
like
what a
we'll be taking our
masterclass by the
victory
Kane.
push here. Let's take a
Oh,
look
they
at what happened to
also
So Easy. Between
Easy just
Worlds.
one shot by the
Good Grim Deliverance. Almost able to pick up Puss in Boots, but just not quite enough stacks for the revive.
Yep.
And final boss is going to march down and claim their 2-0 victory.
Really good play by Suk in this last game. And the
Yeah,
Kane
Sutek
just
did so much work in the early game, really
Yeah.
intelligent pathing, and just took Nation out of the game entirely.
kind of just 50, not really 50-50, but kind of 50-50 on that invade, went his way, and he just kind of
Sometimes the coin comes up heads. Sometimes you're just able to take an entire quadrant away from the jungle, force his flash, and make him leave.
Yeah. And then he can't
Nation,
even get your
only
broadside.
8,500 damage in the end of that game. That's tough.
Yeah.
You really would like to see double or triple that from your Nocturne.
Mm-hmm. Really hard for him to play. Who do you have as your MVP for the series?
I mean, it's somewhere between Sutek and Ishan. I think both of them played really well. I think I'm going to give it to Sutek. I think the 2 picks that he picked in the series really intelligently played, really interesting kind of curveball picks that people aren't usually prepared for. I think he just was able to impact the series basically from start to finish.
Yeah, I also have to agree, and especially with how he played that last game, pretty much early game decided how that was going to be for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Well, this is the last series, or the last week before playoffs, so you'll be looking forward to best of 5s for the Premier League. With that, I think that's going to do it for us. Anything from you, Ratty?
No.
All right. Well, I've been Fenbuck, and that's Ratty. And
Been ready.
good games and good night.
Good games. Good night.